Qu'est-ce que la fait ici, Pikachu? Où est mon chapeau? Ah, d'accord, mais oui. Haha, bienvenidos. I'm sorry, that was silly. Hey, welcome back. Once again, it is time for the golden age of DC Comics. 365 days where I take this beloved hardcover coffee table book given to me about 2 decades ago by one of my best friends. This has been surfing my coffee table ever since, providing me constantly with comic book shop style conversations, the kind we used to have and the kind that I'm recreating here today with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm blessed and grateful that you've joined us today. You are the most important part of this show, this conversation we've been having about comic books. So keep the comments coming, please. Ha! The golden age of DC Comics runs between 1938 and 1955. The Silver Age begins in 1956 and runs till 1970. The Bronze Age between 1970 and 1985. And the Copper Age begins in 1985. I get these definitions and standards from the glossary of the latest comic book price guide by Overstreet. This year's edition, I'm gonna get next year's edition too. Yeah, I find it, really cool. It's actually got really interesting articles. This is like an industry insider publication, so the top of it is filled with articles and just write-ups of different comic book shops all in the United States and even internationally too. It's got a literal old style Facebook in the back where you have pictures of people, so with names and where they're from. Oh, and look at this, Captain Marvel Jr., one of our old friends, huh? Yay! Look at that, Mac Rayboy art. And we know that name. We can say, hey, that's Mac Rayboy art, huh? Isn't that cool? And yeah, thank you so much. Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide. It's for the real fans. Well, real fans. I mean, I don't want to start any of that same argument. I want to say, like, yeah, a comic book aficionado should have this, and probably these two as well. How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way by Stan Lee and John Buscema, and Understanding Comics the Invisible Art by Scott McCloud. These are, I like to call them, these are insider views looking out, because we are experiencing a comic book, opening up a comic book, we're the outsider looking in. And look at this sequential art and just stories. And yeah, I love comics, but these are the insider's view looking outward. And so yeah, I really appreciate that. We have links to all 4 of these books in the description. So if you want your own copy, go and get one. They're waiting for you. Yes, we're going to use this 365 days book for its intended purpose. We're going to open up to today's date, which is October the 10th. We're going to look at some comic book art of an antediluvian age, and then we're going to read the blurb, and then we're going to talk about comic books. And we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year, so let's get to it. I hope that you are clobbering your problems and not being clobbered by them. Alrighty. Let's get to it. Let's open up this book. I use my my business cards as a bookmark because it's really cool. Oh my goodness! We got some old style Wonder Woman and some seafaring. It looks like the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. I think we're going somewhere with today being a holiday in the United States of America, where this show is made and produced in Boston, Massachusetts. Well, right outside of Boston, Massachusetts, immediately outside. We're adjacent to Boston. I grew up in Boston. I grew up in South Boston, Massachusetts. 0212F and 7. You got a problem with that, Chief? Oh, see, we're gonna get to that. All right, and that's we're gonna get to both. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah, totally. This is script by Robert Knider, art by Harry G. Peter, from Wonder Woman, number 69, October of 1954. So, unfortunately, William Marston's Moulton has passed on. I believe he died in 1948 or 49, and this is nearing the end of the golden age of comics as well. So let's look. We have Wonder Woman using her golden lasso against a sea demon. So maybe is this a kraken? No, a kraken's a squid, right? But saving Christopher Columbus's ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, from certain doom at the hands or fins or flippers and jaws of this dinosaurish looking sea creature. Let's read the blurb. Columbus Day. In a story called The Secret Hall of Fame, Wonder Woman travels through time to offer aid to various heroes of yore, including the Wright brothers, Paul Revere, and Christopher Columbus. Quote, history might have been vastly different, unquote. The text suggests. This sounds like some sort of feminist overcompensation. Red flags, right? I said that, right? I'm not in trouble. I'm reading what's written. But in fact, many male superheroes also journeyed into the past to make changes that would later be credited to mere mortals. Here Wonder Woman saves Columbus from a Chronosaurus, one of those giant sea serpents that ancient mariners used to fear. Feminist overcompensation. I didn't say that out loud twice, did I? I don't care. This is about the golden age here, an antediluvian age. And I'd say many moons ago, but that's also okay. So I started off with my South Boston accent, and hey, we call people chief around here a lot of the times. I don't know if that goes back to Johnny Busick, the Boston Bruins player of the 50s, 60s, and early 70s. He was a captain for a long time Bruin, retired number. Johnny the Chief Busick. I believe he was Native American, or as he's from Canada, so we called Native American people First Nations people up in Canada. And but it can be interpreted as being offensive. Being around here, it's like the local accent and the local swagger and mode of speech is kind of being phased out or aged out. I feel that more local kids don't sound like local Bostonians anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's more of this region neutral generic news accent that we all tend to have. I watch my accent. This is I remember this in third grade at St. Mary's at Czestochowa in Andrews Square, South Boston, Massachusetts. It was a Catholic school, and everyone was doing maybe it was first grade. Maybe it sounds more like first grade. But everyone was doing the alphabet song, A, B, C, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, and I am the only kid in Boston who said R, because my family would try to hammer it into me to enunciate and to properly pronounce my R's. And so I had two accents. So I can, when I get drunk or when I'm in a taxi cab, that's when the accent really comes out, is because, you don't want to get taken for a ride. And the former would be like, you're a little tipsy. So yeah, the selfie's coming out of you. But yeah, so chief would be a snap ahead, chout ahead, pal, buddy, killer, sizzle chest, butt nut, sweetheart. It's just one of these local things to egg people on, or just or familiarity as well. And it's Columbus Day, and now it's see, this was written in 2004. You see, is it still Columbus Day where you are? I like to ask my friends with kids every year, what's today's holiday on the student calendar? Heck, I work in a major university. I'm a chef. I'm a union chef, proud union chef at one of the major universities in the Boston area. And every year I look on the student calendar, and I specifically look to see how today's holiday is listed. And it's no longer listed as Columbus Day. It's not. It's Indigenous Persons Day, or Indigenous Peoples Day, where the emphasis is taken off the colonizer and put on the colonized, and the unfortunate victims of what came when our two worlds collided. and when this new world was found in 1492 when Columbus sailed those seas of blue. And yeah, so it's I don't have any skin in that game or personal stake, culturally and genetically. Like, my dad's side of the family, he's half Italian and a quarter Irish, and I guess a quarter French, because I got my 23andMe back, and we thought we were Portuguese, but no, we were French, literally. So I had all these, I have French. My genes are in France, not Portugal. That's so funny. We thought I was a bit Portuguese, and my mom even called me a little Portuguese growing up. Get in, little Portuguese. She was all Irish, so I'm mostly Irish, and but yeah, I am a quarter Italian and Sicilian. You know what I mean? That's where my dad's people came from, and so Italians take a lot of, especially Italian Americans, took a lot of pride in Columbus Day, and it used to be, but over time, things change, don't they? And holidays remain. It is a national holiday, and I'm blessed to have a paid day off, being a union chef at a wonderful place to work, and but yeah, so it's every year I'll ask my friends with kids, like, what's today's holiday, and for the kids on the calendar. So if you have kids, why don't you put that in the comment section and keep this conversation going? I would like to know where you are. How do they refer to today's holiday? Is it still Columbus Day? It was where I worked for years, and only recently has the nomenclature changed, and the holiday's focus is shifting. But we still have the day off, and we still celebrate it, and we still celebrate them. It's a big day for America. I mean, America was, found, but it was already here, and there were already people here. So history is such a mixed bag. It's so easy to shake your fist at history and just label things, but it is what it is. Also, we're here now in the present because of that, and it's good that we respect things, and it's good that we respect each other and each other's culture, and it's good that we also look at history unabashed, unafraid, and we can look at it from our vantage point from now and be like, isn't it amazing that we've come so far in such a short time as well? Speaking cosmically too, like, listen how long humanity's been on this planet, and how long our concepts of nation states. I mean, that's only a recent phenomenon as well, in the past 300, 400 years. And it's just, I am a history fan, a history buff, and I see things through a historical lens. And but yeah, let me know what you think about today's holiday. Is it Columbus Day for you? Is it Indigenous Peoples Day for you? I will respect both. I will, because I can, and I make that choice. I'm going to include everyone, and to hell with your hard feelings. We're all sitting at this table, and we're all going to enjoy the barbecue together. How's that? I'm cooking. And so that's about that. Yeah, so today's comic was all about today's holiday. So here we have the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, the three ships given by Queen Isabel to Cristoforo Colombo, and who found this new land. And it brought with a lot of luggage after, so no pun, huh? Cargo ships, and we got a lot of luggage out of this. We really do, and we're still trying to figure out, how to sort this luggage, and whose valise is this? Who owns this? Who owns this bag? You know what I mean? I certainly won't. I don't, because my descendants came over in the 20th century. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know who to blame, and is it even fair to be blaming from this far in the past, in the future? It's just, all we can do is appreciate our now. I believe that. That's my humble opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We've been talking about comic books, and we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, and we'll find out who we're talking about when we turn the page tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription. I make daily content. I talk about comic books every day. We talk about comic books every day, and we will for the rest of the year. Please keep those comments coming. This is the conversation we are having. I am digging it, and so are you. And so, yeah, let's keep it going, please. I also make another daily content throughout this month. It's called The 31 Days of Halloween. I am doing a horror movie a day until the end of the month on Halloween. And so come with me on that. If you love movies, if you love horror movies, and if you like this daily content, come aboard. You all are welcome here. All are welcome here. All are welcome here. Okay? Yes. All right. Thank you so very much. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we will see you again tomorrow in those funny pages. See ya. Bye-bye.